careful. If not, you are just saying this thing now in case I vanish.
Before I continue this video, I want to make most people that don't understand this video to understand. So recently, the Famous came out to cry out of what his bestie actress Ekene Umenwa did to him, and now he has dropped the part 2. This is the part 2. He said a lot of things about Ekene, said that Ekene is even threatening to buy him, that he insulted him, that he's poor, is this many things. But I will love people to use your hand and judge this matter, and make sure you drop your opinion on the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Is where just the hot and truth is being revealed. Watch the video and drop your opinion on the comment section.
So over the weekend, I posted that previous video that you watched when I was talking about the certain actress, and since after that video dropped, there's nothing this actress has not done. There's no format she has not used, to achieve what she wants. People have called me, several people. She has called people who are very dear to me, and they've used threats, they've used different things. I heard everything you said, all the things you told the people. I heard all those things, but it doesn't even move me, because the worst has already happened to me. The worst you can do, you have done it, so you can't do more than that. I want to state a few things, right? I want to state a few things, and I want to wrap up this thing, because I'm a Christian, and Christianity goes in line with moderation. I don't want to overflog this thing, because I need to get back to my job. I'm a content creator, I'm a stand-up comedian, and of course I'm a filmmaker. I have movies that I want to drop, so I want to get back to work and get done with this thing. So most likely this is going to be my last video on this matter, unless the Holy Spirit gives me utterance, because me and they like do something just like that. Now let me state a few things. First of all, you called my pastor, who is also my mother, right? When you called her, you said a lot of things to her which I find really disrespectful. You told her that she had better warn her stupid son. That was what you told her. You told her that you should warn me to be careful. If not, you are just saying this thing now in case I vanish, so that they will know it's you that did it. That's what you told her. You go give her more than 40 missed calls. She was trying to tell you that she was having an online service. You kept calling her profusely, and you told her to better warn her stupid son. That was disrespectful. I would never speak to your mother like that. I would never speak to a person of that age that way, and I feel like you owe her an apology. But that's by the way. Now, a lot of people, because I didn't post or I didn't add any evidence, because the aim is different, right? Now, after she posted who she posted, this was my message to her that she didn't respond to, but then she did the screenshot and sent to everybody. So since you sent the screenshot to everybody, let everybody actually really see it now. So this is it. The first thing, the 2 places I covered are 2 names, right? Because I know what I'm doing. The first one is her name. The second one is the name of the person she posted that day. And this was my message. I called her name. I said, I know they understand you. Your words are different from your actions. Even on my wedding week, you still dey post so person, your baby. With the sweet words, said, happy birthday, my baby, and all. And I said, you told me you are not in good terms with her and her mom. You told me you are not in good terms with her, and her mom has been trying to reach out to you, but you have refused to speak to her. But yet, you posted her with sweet words. And I went further to say, I am not against you posting anybody, but not after all you told me. I am not against you posting anybody, but not after all you told me. So how I want to trust you now? And now you supposed to deal with my wife on my wedding day. And I said, no, something is wrong somewhere. And the chat they see so. Who I want trust now? I'm Andy Aneze. You went tell me say somebody won't do me something. Now you still I don't understand you. You see, I didn't have issues with her posting anybody. Where I had issues was not after what you told me. Like I said, the only person who supported me, or who was on my side, or who saw reasons with me, was her mom. Now, this chat I had with this person, here's it on the 10th of March. My white wedding was 15th of March. My traditional marriage was 7th of February, right? So, 15th of March was my wedding day. She posted 10th, so 4 or 5 days to my wedding. Now, on 28th of June, 2025, you can see it on your screen, her mom texted me and said, long time, you have forgotten me. No problem. How is your wife? Hope fine. Hope she's fine. I said, good evening, mommy. We are fine. And how are you too? I did not forget you. Hope you are fine too. And she said, I'm fine, darling. But I understand you. And she mentioned her daughter. And she said, I believe God Almighty make everything fall in place in Jesus' mighty name. She said, time will heal all wounds. Greet your wife. Good night now. And I said, okay, mommy, good night too. So even as depressed as I was at the time, you could see that I had a very peaceful and short conversation with your mom. I didn't have to overflog the matter, because at this time, June, I was already seeing the effects of everything you did. I'll tell you some of the effects. Maybe you didn't know. Number one, it scattered my finances. It pieces my finances. I lost a couple of deals. I had a real estate endorsement at the time that was terminated. I also lost a very, very big deal at the time. So the brand is not even a Nigerian brand. They reached out to me and said, oh, we heard you are having so and so. I tried to make them believe that this thing is personal. I mean, it had to do with my personal life. But these people, you know, most brands, they believe in exclusivity. They were like, fine, go and fix it, and then we can talk later. Until today, we never talk, right? People stopped watching my videos, which content and which my talent and my content is like my primary source of income. So it scattered my finance. Things got so bad, money finished for my hand. It was the lowest I went in a long time. Money finished for my hand. I know it's at the talk, because I don't have that habit of calling for help from people. I like to be the one to help. So I couldn't even express, I couldn't tell anybody all that happened at the time. And the same you, on the 10th of November, on the 10th of August, the same you broke shamed me. Same you broke shamed me in front of my wife. My wife was there, and you know what made somebody to bring all of us in a phone call, in a conference call. You remember, you were shouting that day, talking, and you called me poor. You looked me, you called me poor, and my wife was there. You said I don't have money. Of course, you were right. At that time, I didn't have money, but I know Sabi beg. Even though I don't get money, I didn't beg you for money. I didn't ask you for money. So all those things had effects on me, on my brand, on my craft. You know, I posted, sorry, NEPA don't take lights, no mind NEPA. So as I was saying, all those things had effects, and you know, but we just thank God for where we are today. But let me say this about myself here, so that somebody will learn from this. I grew up in a different way, right? There are so many things I would have loved to say, but let me even shock you dear actress. The same, a lot of things I'm not saying. I'm trying to, you know, curtail a lot of things. Many things. What I said in the first video was 20% of what you did. I've not said 80 with substantial evidence. You know what happened in America. So, but let's leave that one. That one will completely ruin you. But that's not it. Don't worry. So, my wife doesn't even like the fact that I am even doing all these videos, right? But let me say this. My parents died when I was 4, right? My parents died like maybe 31 years ago. It's been a long time. So, growing up, I didn't really get enough love from people, even family, right? So I grew up searching for love in different places, in different people, friends, basically. This is why you see that once I find a friend that seems like they love me, even though the love is fake, I find it very hard to spot it. So I always go all out for friends. I always do a lot of things for friends. I just try to look for love, but the family they go love, because I didn't grow up with love like that, you know. So now my own fault be that, right? But it's something I had to work on, because as I don't marry now, I don't find love anywhere again. I don't marry love, I don't get her, right? So if you are like me, I think you don't need anybody to actually prove to you that you are loved. If God loves you, every other love is fickle, you see. So I don't want to overflog this thing and stop calling people to talk to me. At the same time, you are playing funny games, right? Your husband called me. I didn't take his call. I told him to text me, and he didn't want to text me, and I would never want to take his call. I was very sure he was not alone when he called me, and even if I had taken that call, I knew I'll be recorded. All right, I knew they were going to play sentimental game and all of that, so he shouldn't call me. Your husband had my number throughout this 1 year. Even before, long before I got married, your husband had my number. He never called me. He never reached out to me. He only apologized on your behalf and asked us to come to your house a day after our wedding, which we did. And in your house, I cried that day in your house. And you remember, my wife also cried that day. And I realized when he said we should come, when we came to your house, I realized that in as much as he was not balanced in his objections, which I understand because you are his wife. I know all those things. But he too played his own part, which I don't want to talk about him, because let me just give him that regard as a husband, right? Because I'm a husband too, so I don't want to bring him into this because he knows the role he played. But however, like I said in the first video, we are forgiving everybody. You know, they vex me, so I didn't speak since because I didn't want to speak from pain. I wanted to speak how I ought to speak. But I tell you, if you continue like this, it will be bad for you. You know yourself and a lot of things you have done to me and to people. You know how ungrateful you have been. You know everything. Now let me assume you have a conscience. You know what to do. I don't intend to come and be dragging you and all that. No, that's not my aim. This is why I'm even seizing fire and, you know, cutting down on certain things I want to expose to the internet. You know, let me tell you, you can give 1,000,000 chances for your enemy to become your friend, but never give a chance for your friend to become your enemy. It won't end well. You are a friend nobody deserves to have. Stop making friends so you too can have your peace. Don't be anybody's friend, so that you will not open the room for you to do the things you do to your friends. A lot of people within and outside the industry has reached out to me, including people who are very close to you, and I pity people that are very close to you. Like, I feel for them because it's risky for them, risky for their families, because maybe each one of them have only heard you talk about another person in their presence. They've not heard you talk about them in their absence, and the day they do, it will be something else. And you called my brother, you told my brother that if they bomb me well, make I mention your name for this video, that you will sue me. You think I didn't think of court before making the video? Take these videos to court. I don't need to mention your name. Everyone knows it's you I'm talking to, so I don't need to stress myself about that. When they follow you, they go court. Now listen, you owe a lot of people apology, especially my wife. The things you did to that lady was very unfair. You said things about my wife you should never have said. You told people that my wife is controlling me. Now you go control me before. You said a lot of things. You were the one who told people that my wife is older than me. Like how? I senior my wife with 3 years, or even more than that. You told people that I married my wife because she's a British citizen, but she's not a British citizen. You said because I want to get papers from the UK. No, I have direct access. I have 2 active visas to the UK. I don't need anybody's paper. You don't know anything about my wife. My wife is a very low-key person. She won't even give anybody a chance to get to know her more than they should. She's a boundary person. So all those things you said, I don't know where you got those things from. You propagated too many lies against my wife, and it pains me till today that it's coming from you, because I know how I held you in very high esteem. Even when you did certain things to certain people, I never thought it would get to my turn. But I just want to say, it is well. God sees everybody. God sees our hearts. And to you content creators making videos and apologizing to me, it's not necessary, because I only spoke about this because I have healed from those things, and I'm still healing. And you know, God took me through the phase, so I've learned my lessons. I am more guided now, you know. So I mean, it's okay. No need for any apology again. So everywhere good. It's fine. We thank God for everything. It is well. This most likely will be my last video on this, so I can get back to my job. Thank you everyone who reached out to me. Thank you for all the series of messages. Although I wished those messages came like several months ago at the peak of the time, but most of you didn't believe, or most of you believed what you heard at the time, which is not bad. It's natural for you to do so. It doesn't make you a bad person. You know, it's okay. We are humans. Even me when they talk, I'm not really perfect. Just that I cannot do some of these things. I cannot do most of these things to a friend. I know rich like that. Well, it's well. God bless everybody. And next time when you call my pastor, do not insult her like that again. If you want to apologize, you know how to go about it, and you know where to find me, and you know how to reach me. Do that as soon as possible. As soon as possible. You owe my family an apology. God bless you.